My name is Psinakis. I am here with the short film J, the letter J, and I am the writer and director of it. I'm originally from New York, but I live in LA now, and we have a small production company there.
What do these small independent festivals mean to you as a creator? Like, do they help you get where you want to go?
Well, I think they're super important because they're some of the only outlets that we have as independent artists. So, you know, you create something, and I think at the end of the day, you want your work to be seen, you know, by eyes, and it gives an outlet for that, and it's really important. You know, sometimes things can get lost in the saturated online world. So yeah, these are super important.
Have you had experiences with, you know, the big studios with your work yet, or you?
I actually have. We had a TV pilot that we had to deal with a major studio, and it was about 2.5 years of development, and it was a learning experience, to say the least.
I want to ask you about that. Like,
yeah.
What is that experience like? Do you get to maintain your original?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, it was our first big deal, and it was a major studio that is a $1 billion studio that many people probably know, and you know, it was a battle. It was a battle to maintain creative control. It was a battle to stay attached to your own project. You know, it could be very disheartening when you've worked on something and created something, and then, you know, you are suddenly not even involved in stuff. So it was a tough learning experience, but a necessary one. And you know, we learned a lot. There's a lot of mistakes that we won't make the next time around. But I think at the end of the day, the biggest thing I could take away from it is you have to know what you're worth, you know, and what the integrity of your project is. And if you have to say no and walk away, then that's what you have to do, you know. So, and, you know, people say pick your battles and that kind of thing, and there's truth to that. You know, you probably can't get everything you want to maintain creative control, but going in knowing that now, I think you could at least navigate it better.
I respect that a lot. Are you able to sort of meet up with people in the industry here casually and have conversations with them?
Yeah, it's been really great. I mean, you know, we've had our first full day here, and it's been really great. I think the small town vibe, it definitely feels like a Sundance kind of vibe, where it's, you know, hometown, small town. Everybody's super nice. The community's super welcoming, which you don't get a lot of times in the major cities like LA and New York. They tend to be too cool or have seen it too much. And all the networking events, yeah, everybody's been super friendly. So, I mean, last night alone, we were able to meet, you know, it felt like hundreds, but it was probably, you know, 20s of people. That's not even a word. But yeah, no. So we had, you know, we were able definitely at the mixers and all the panels to really meet other people. And, you know, you'd be surprised who's in LA, who has ties in New York, who's family, and all that kind of thing. So it's super important. These things, you know, if you could come away with 1 or 2 solid connections for a lifetime, you know, it's worth it.
And what are your just brief impressions of Manchester? You did just say it was a nice community and all that. Right?
Manchester is beautiful. I haven't been to Vermont since I was a kid, and to be honest with you, you know, I didn't know what to expect. A lot of these times, you know, you don't really get a vibe of the festival till you actually go there. And it's such a beautiful city. It's unbelievable. Great art culture and sense of community, and, you know, just beautiful landscapes, from the architecture to, you know, the changing foliage and the fresh air, which is a great, you know, change for us. It's been amazing. It's been really welcoming.
And before we go, just tell me a little bit about your work. Like what?
So this particular project is a short film called J, and it started as a short film, but was really getting a lot of interest as a TV series, and people said it felt like a show. So yeah, I guess I would say, if I could do like the quick pitch, it's basically, I'll wait for this bus to pass.
Yeah.
Because I'm in production, I know what that means. But yeah, so it's a short film called J, and it takes place in the near future, and it's about a Robin Hood type computer hacker who hacks major companies and corporations for the good of the American people. And he's becoming super popular, and he decides to buy a clone of himself to try to protect it.
Hello, Jay.
Hello.
Are you ready?
I am.
Cooley's been in the public eye a lot lately.
99.8%. Do you realise what that means?
Well, it certainly looks like him.
Looks like him. Spitting bloody image.
We have reason to believe a third party could be trying to sabotage this particular hack.
Wait a minute. Sit down. Sit. We're gonna make some huge fucking noise together.